Let's get one thing straight.
It's not the cam. Oh, look, the real. How do you pronounce Aiea?
A lot of people in Hawaii drive trucks.
Tell me what's on a plate lunch.
As if you intentionally spat on them. Thank you guys for watching our channel, for supporting, even saying hi when you see us. We just met a fan right here. So if you're ready to have a conversation about Hawaii real estate,
check out the website, coreteamhawaii.com. Contact info is there. Talk to you guys soon.
For us, it's not the cam, it's not the Kamehameha.
No.
They only do that in like LA area. The 5, the 405. Would you be okay if they said Kamehameha Highway?
I mean, I would be like, ew, weird. It's Cam Highway,
Okay.
but it's not Cam School. It's Kamehameha Schools.
No, people say, even people from Kamehameha say cam school.
It's Kamehameha Schools, Cam Highway. Not Cam
Okay.
School and not Kamehameha
Or
Highway.
the shopping center.
Kamehameha Shopping Center.
Nobody does that. Nobody.
Kamehameha
right?
Shopping Center or Cam Shop.
Okay,
Yeah.
next, let's move on. Let's get one thing straight. There's no guarantee the rail's gonna start next month like they say.
Oh, this month was supposed to be.
I thought they said July.
I thought it was end of June. Let's get it straight. We're never gonna get it straight. They're not flip-flops, they're slippers. Slippers. And another thing to get straight, you gotta take your slippers off when you're going into somebody's house over here.
That's pretty major. Some of these things, if you got it wrong, it's like, oh, he's from mainland, you know?
Yeah.
Because what we assume is that it's so obvious that you should not wear the same things that you wore into the public bathroom, that you stepped in the dog shit. You take your shoes off. It's asinine to a local person. So when you do it, it's as if you intentionally spat on them.
Oh, since we're in the area, Aiea. How do you pronounce Aiea?
It's Aiea.
Aiea, not Aiea.
Aiea.
It's Aiea.
Okay.
And since we're like adjacent to pronunciation of like city names that people never get, Wahiawa, but nobody says Wahiawa.
People want to hit the he, Wahiawa, but Wahiawa. So my dad just, he dig apart every bit of nuance, which is, love you, Dad. It's helped me be a better agent and professional for my clients. I think about stupid nuanced things. Let's get into parking. Let's get one thing straight, local people.
Yeah, local people.
You don't gotta reverse. Your Honda Fit, you don't have to reverse it everywhere you go. A lot of people in Hawaii drive trucks. Turning radius of trucks is not as good. The parking spaces are right here.
Yeah.
So if you're driving a truck, you have to reverse it. Or you're gonna be doing this thing to
But
just
can I say why? Like, I want to reverse park all the time. I, as a not a great driver, I can control me reversing into a stall. I can't see straight in front of me, but at least I know exactly where I'm heading, and there's like not a whole bunch of things.
So the time when you reverse, if you go nose in, there's all these things that are
walking, people driving, I can't see all the way out there. So like, I'm an anxious driver.
I'm just saying, local people, you don't have to reverse every time.
To
They're on their
drive,
motorcycle, reversing their motor.
You can be the only Tacoma in the whole parking lot. You're still gonna reverse into the stall. So I went to that Super Bowl party, okay, like on base, and it was like all Army families.
On the Army base,
yeah. I was the only person who took my slippers off, and
really?
Yeah, literally
Your
the only
feet got
person.
dirty, yeah?
Yes. And they were like, "Oh, don't take them off. The floor's not clean. Don't take them off." I was like, "What? Like, no, my shoes aren't clean." I'm like, "No, I can't." I just like feel the back of my mom's hand up against my, the back of my head. I feel it.
If you walk into a local person's home with your shoes on, you should just leave at that point. Like, you're at a party and you're that person that did that. Hey, I gotta go check on something.
Yeah.
I come back. It is not Musubi.
Thank you. It is not Musubi. It's Musubi. My boyfriend still sometimes say Musubi. And maybe I want to smother him in his sleep. Yeah, spam Musubi, not Sam Musubi. I don't know why everybody want to hit that second U so hard all the time.
How would the Japanese,
Musubi.
We'll keep moving on for a bit.
Did you see? Showed on the replay when I said that, she's really close to my face. She's like,
thank you.
I could see a local person, both stalls open, and there's no concrete in between. Instead of, you just drive through to the next.
Yeah.
They would still go around and reverse in.
Yeah, I would see it. I could. Colina 100%.
Another thing, let's walk over here.
You know when, like, voyagers used to conquer other islands?
Yeah.
They would reverse the canoe in for war times or whatever. It was the sneakiest and the fastest exit. It was the easiest to leave after you attack. So it's just ingrained in my blood. Look, do not reverse into stalls, it says.
Do not reverse into stalls.
So you can get towed?
No. And for our safety.
Oh, because the people who live
the
here.
people live there.
Oh, yeah.
So they don't want the exhaust, which is in the back, shooting towards them. At first of all, I was like, so stupid. And then I started to think about it, and I was like, Oh, I see why. Okay, what's next?
Gosh, can we get it straight, like the pronunciation of my name? Do you know my name is Mahe?
And it's not Mahi.
No, it's not that.
Not Mehi.
Not Mehi, not Mihi. I've also gotten Mihi. My freaking daughter and and Kyle still call me that to make fun of me.
Oh.
It's Mihi from YouTube. Left or right versus Mauka Makai?
You can say Mauka for towards the mountain, or even on the mountain side of the road. So like, this could be the ocean. It's like on the Mauka side of the ocean. Everything that side.
Yeah.
This is the mountain. Makai is everything that way. So depending on what you're talking about.
Didn't they make Pearl Ridge, Mauka, and Makai now? Because it used to be uptown and downtown.
I was gonna say, let's get one thing straight. Red dirt, not gonna come out.
No matter what level of OxyClean you got. They printed my name wrong on the jersey in volleyball.
And it's carried all the way to your realtor.
Yep, all the way from when I was like 12.
Yeah.
And it just stuck. Mahe.
Mahe.
Yeah.
And then Kahale.
Kahale, which means, as we discussed in our Mililani video.
The house.
The house. Home. Yeah.
The home. There is no more realtor name than Kahale.
Okay. Oh, look, the rail.
Rail. And helicopter. Okay, let's get that straight too. Pretty cool that the rail's there. Airplane noise. You said Eva is short for, or Hawaiian for everyday airplane, but there's other places too. Like we have a listing right now in Kaneohe. Marine base is there, the airport is there, the other airport and Coast Guard stations there, the Army base is there. Pretty much anywhere on this island, at the right time, you may experience at least a helicopter.
Yeah.
If it's not a flight path. So let's get one thing straight, and this is important actually.
It is, yeah.
I have a story about this one. Sasha.
Yeah. Yes, she has everybody call her Mom Barb.
They're very, like she's from here, but they're very mainland, the family.
Yeah.
And like she refers to her own mother as Barb.
Yeah.
I'm not hating, love you Sasha, whatever, but that's not normal here. If someone's older than you, it's at a minimum auntie and uncle.
Yes.
To the extent that we have restaurants named uncles.
Yeah.
Not your Uncle Larry, it's just everyone older than you is uncle.
Yeah.
When I first moved to Hawaii as a kid, my dad was he worked in this like logistics supply place on the base. And he worked in Pensacola, Florida, he worked in that too.
Yeah.
They didn't have cell phones back then, so you gotta talk to your parents, you call their work, right?
Oh yeah,
and
I
so
remember that.
So I called his work and it was like, can I speak to Harry O? And then it was like, it became a thing because it was a warehouse, right? So they just kind of put the phone on the table and they go, Harry O! So I'm going to his workplace in Hawaii at the base. So I go, Harry O! And Uncle Jackie Anakalea was like, boy, don't ever let me hear you call your dad that again. That's dad, and I'm uncle. I wasn't like old enough to give him the context. Like, well, uncle. Yeah. And my dad's like, Jackie, I got it. It's just,
it's a big respect thing.
So it's auntie and uncle.
Auntie and uncle. Yeah.
And it's not even sir and ma'am, but however, if someone, because they were from the South and or military background, wanted to say sir and ma'am, you get like a look, like.
It'd be like, oh, weird.
But like, Raj, just like uncle, thank you.
That's another thing in Hawaii. Hawaiian shirts, it's actually aloha shirts. We'll get that straight too.
Okay.
It's not like, oh my God, like that's not made out of copper. You know, it's just, it's just like, nobody really says that.
You don't have to talk pidgin. There was someone recently I was talking to and they were like forcing Mauka and Makai and I was like, actually, that's kind of Diamond Head Eva.
See, that's weird.
That's
there's like
East
certain
West.
instances
that's not
where
really
it's
Mauka Makai.
It's like, not everything can be Mauka or Makai. I'm like, yeah, but if it's not Mauka or Makai, then it's probably Diamond Head or Eva. Why do we do that?
I wonder if in other mainland places where there's a lot of geographic landmarks, if they do it as well. Because like in Florida, you can't really do that, right? When we first moved back home, we sent my son to school with the wrong attire. It was like, you gotta wear shoes and socks. And I was like, this Hawaii though, my kid's wearing slippers. They're like, no, because we take off our shoes in the classroom. You didn't do that growing up? Did you do that growing up? Take off your shoes to go into class?
It depends. Certain classes, like my kids now, they're Hawaiian,
they're
Olelo classes. They take off. Or any class that they have that has a big mat, like their reading classes, they'll take it off too.
Yeah.
You know why though? Did they take naps? Because sometimes that's where they nap too, on the ground there.
No, but they all, like even now in 3rd grade, they take their shoes off to go in. No, and they don't do naps anymore.
Mililani, that's why I think.
Hawaii's halfway to the east geographically, but it's also about 50% a different country. You know that when you come here, Let's get that straight. It's not the city.
Oh, what you mean, like town?
Town. See, you're even like, why? Why would you even say it?
What do you mean?
Well, because if people are from like San Francisco, New York, Chicago, they say the city.
Yeah, we don't say that. Like, there's a very famous like surf shop here in Hawaii called Town and Country,
yeah.
and because back in the day, like that's what it was. Like for surfers, you surfed town or you surfed country. Like that was the two splits.
Yeah.
Let's get one thing straight here.
Let's get one thing straight.
In no world are you allowed to call anything that you swim in swim trunks, swimsuit,
Bathing suit.
bathing suit.
Do women call it bathing
No,
suit though?
bikini. If they got little mesh bebities,
You're right. That's swim trunks.
those are trunks. What are they though? They're board shorts. Surf shorts. You
know
can
what
say surf
Chamorros
shorts.
call them? Half a day. Shout out to my Chamorro. Quick dries.
That makes sense to
They
me.
call them quick dries.
Quick dries.
But my friend personally, he like took me under his wing my first year here when I went to Irima, intermediate. I went to his house, old Ever Beach apartments. I was like, oh, let me get my bathing suit. And the dad was like,
Gasp.
like, what is going? Who's that? He looked like he's from here, but where you from? To this day, his dad will be like, oh, the bathing suit boy.
That's so sad for
I'm the-
you. Like, it makes sense that you would think it's called shaved ice because the ice is shaved, but don't ever call it that. It's shave ice.
And it's not snow cone.
It's definitely not a snow cone. Shave ice, unless you're from Big Island, then it's ice shave. That's what they call it, ice shave. And they even say mango pickle instead of pickle mango.
While we're on food, you tell me what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Let's get one thing straight. It's not a donut. It's a
Malasada.
malasada.
Okay, yeah, it's a malasada.
Yeah. I mean, it's a Portuguese donut. It is not, nor will Hawaii ever allow it to be CVS. It's Long's Drugs.
Long's Drugs.
They changed it all over the mainland, whatever, but we want people wearing the blue aloha shirt
And we want a whole aisle with plenty Japanese
with
stuff.
jade lihing mango.
Jade lihing mui.
Not even the best, but I like see them. Local people, shoot me a comment. Jade anything. Jade mochi crunch.
Yep.
It's not the best, but I appreciate it.
Yeah. So people don't know what, like when you say plate lunch, they're like, that's stupid. Why are you saying plate lunch? Like, yeah, you eat lunch on a plate. Like, no, that's a whole thing here.
Yeah.
Tell me what's on a plate lunch.
2 scoop rice, 1 scoop mac salad, and then the entree. Sometimes cabbage below the entree.
Sure.
They stopped doing that because cabbage is
It's
inflated.
more expensive now, right?
Yeah,
Like,
and nobody ate it unless you get the barbecue chicken, super oily, all over the cabbage.
Yeah. So 2 scoop rice, 1 scoop mac, entree. What if you have 2 entrees? Then what is it?
Mixed plate.
Mixed plate. So plate lunch, mixed plate.
Tell me if I put 2 scoop rice, or more likely 1 scoop rice,
Yeah.
1 scoop mac salad, and an entree, but it's in a plastic container that's black on the bottom, clear on the top.
Oh no, that's just like, that's spaghetti goes in that.
No. That's a bento.
A bento?
Yeah, you know the bento?
Oh, yeah.
Black and clear plastic?
Yeah.
You are not Hawaiian if you are from here, if you have the ID.
Or if you lived here for a while, or just if you live here.
You can be Californian.
Yeah.
Guys who grew up at Malibu and Santa Cruz, and they would be like, no, they're not Cali. There's like some of that pride.
Yeah.
But it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Because there's not a nation of people. You could be
Ethnicity.
Texan after
Yeah.
you've lived there for a certain amount of time and have assimilated.
Not necessarily Hawaiian just because you live in Hawaii. I don't think most people are trying to be disrespectful or trying to appropriate any type of culture when they assume that people from Hawaii are Hawaiian, or if you live in Hawaii, you can be called a Hawaiian. My friends who live on the mainland, they have people who say, my sister's Hawaiian. Like,
Yeah,
but you're
but
not
you-
Hawaiian, how your sister Hawaiian then?
Yeah.
If we're on the page of getting it straight,
Yeah.
so you know, Hawaii is not just a place name. It's like an island nation of indigenous people. It's a whole ethnicity. It's a whole, thing.
One of the most famous Hawaiians ever, Rada is, said there's Hawaiians and Hawaiians at heart, and his heart was open to both of them, Hawaiians and Hawaiians at heart. We can do that thing and also have, respect that Kanaka Maori are a people
Yeah.
whose, land was taken and queen was overthrown. A monarchy, the only palace in royal palace in America, had electricity, women throughout, literate, progressive,
Yep.
a lot of good things, right?
Yeah. World traveled monarchy, from
yeah.
an island nation.
Little island, big culture. Let's get this straight. We are not racist.
Okay.
Hawaii has racist undertones
Yes.
at times, whatever.
Yeah.
However, just because we ask you, what's your background? What are you?
Yeah.
What's your ethnicity? That's not racist.
Yeah.
When
We're trying to connect.
Yeah, we're trying to connect.
Yeah.
When we go and make an assumption, we Puerto Rican, Hawaiian, Chinese.
Yeah. And then it's like a game like, nah.
That's not racist.
Yeah.
That's just Hawaii. That's endearing.
That's Hawaii culture.
We're looking for something to celebrate and connect. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
my grandma was Chinese too.
Yeah.
When race is discussed openly, It's it's an endearing thing. We are just a very cultured place that's open about these conversations.
A melting pot, and we're really just trying to see, well, what are we the same thing?
That's a refreshing thing because you don't have to be so tense.
We were just talking about you.
We were talking about, why everybody got a reverse park everywhere. I was like Colina.
Yeah.
You know what else? One other thing we got to get straight.
What?
We are not married.
Oh, that's actually just as important as the fact that everyone thinks, now that everyone meets us, everyone thinks that I'm like 5'7".
Because normally I wear my stilts.
Yeah, she wears
I wear like my real high heels.
So everyone who meets me is like, oh, you're
They're just giants, see?
And then, see, I am tall. Thank you, Colina, for saying that.
No, she's not tall. Yeah, so that's one thing. But the other thing is, she wish.
He wish, as if.
You know, this is my assistant. That's
oh, please, you wish.
All right, guys, so this is a little fun one. It's kind of a touch on Hawaii culture. If you want us to do more videos like this, or there's a topic for our local people, or even our mainland people that know Hawaii, if we didn't hit on something, let us know in the comments.
Tell us in the comments what we missed.
If you want us to do something like this that's specifically about real estate, like let's get it straight. Real estate's different in Hawaii. Let us know. Hit us in that comment as well.
Thanks, guys.
I'm gonna go take my shoes off and go in the office.
As always, guys, visit our website, coreteamhawaii.com. Reach out, fill out the contact form, and I'll see you guys soon.
HawaiiHomeValue.com. For sellers, or you know what, just for refinancers, for homeowners, you want to sell in a year from now, it's better to understand your home's value today. My friend lived there, sold her house during the pandemic, got her a house down the street off market so that Auntie, 95 years old, could live in the home on the first floor. The good news is we're able to reposition into something that she got for probably $100,000 undervalued. MyHawaiiHomeValue.com. My name is Derek Okahashi. My team is called Core Team Hawaii. I'm just obsessed with this stuff. I love real estate. I love talking about it. I love helping. So please hit us up.